so cool about these types of rituals is that you can be mindful with it and you can interpret what happens in the ritual. So lately so the last big expense I was not expecting, it turns out I need to pay taxes. I was expecting to get taxes back. And thought that I would be able to pay off some debt with that tax. But then I went to get my taxes done and found out that I filled my paperwork out wrong, and therefore I owed taxes. Taxes weren't being taken out of my pay through the year, so all of that money that was supposed to be getting paid wasn't getting paid, and I owe it. And I was feeling, right before this happened, so, obviously I thought I was going to get money back from that, and turns out the reverse is true. And then I also was thinking that I was just, I had already started manifesting wealth and thinking, okay, cool, like I'm going to be able to get out of this debt hole that I'm in. And then that happened, and I totally broke down, cried, and then I realized I can use this powerful emotion to manifest what I need, or to manifest my best reality. So I turned my emotion over. I did some Reiki on myself, and then I called upon my angels, and I cried to them and prayed to them, or the universe in general, any supporting energies, and then after that I felt like my heart busted open, like my rib cage opened, like a spiritual rib cage around my heart, completely cracked open, and I've been receiving I've been tapped more into my psychic power, or my abilities. We all have psychic abilities, but I've tried to uncover mine for a long time, and didn't trust myself enough to really be able to open up, or I guess I haven't surrendered enough. Until that happened, I surrendered completely to the divine and said, you know what, I know it's going to work out. I know that if I just turn this over to you, this powerful emotion, it doesn't have to make sense. It's just going to work out for me. Anyway, so with all of that long ass story said, this has been very enlightening for me, or very interesting. So the orange candle is for my money, and you can see that it's been a very slow burn. It's there, but and then the black candles are my shadow and healing protection for my money. So when I started this, I put the 3 tea lights in these hollow spots of this mini muffin tin, and this one right here, right next to the money, not immediately, but pretty shortly after I lit it, the wick sunk down into the hollow spot. And then I was like, well, that's no good. So I got a green birthday candle out to symbolize money. And I stuck it through the hole of the tea light candle and stuck it all the way to the bottom of that hollow spot. And then I lit that, and it was pretty cool to watch. It was getting very big flame because it was a longer wick, and it seemed like the wick was escaping the flame. And then, and while all of that happened, I also didn't want these ones to do the same thing, so I put pennies underneath those ones. So that symbolizes the wealth I already have. And then this one immediately spilled out into here. And I think that, well, I know that is like into this empty space, and that's grounding my money into my reality, or grounding more wealth into my reality. And then, so I have pennies underneath both of those. I have, the quartz and to magnify this. And then this one is so cool because the wick fell out, but before it fell out, it's still burning too. You see how it's totally full? I didn't put pennies in this one. The wax filled up that tin as it melted. So my debt hole is filled. And this one is taking its time. It's not spilling over. It's very stable and steady. So maybe these are 3 streams. This represents my debt. This represents money coming in. This represents the money I already have. And this represents, or maybe this is where I'm making money currently. This is money to come. And that's how I'm interpreting it. This one's going so slow. And it's waiting to ground to come in fully. Also, I wanted to say like that when I found out I owe taxes, I look at that as that message that I've seen. I keep seeing it for myself, and for the collective, honestly, that it's happening for you, not to you. And I needed that to know that I can pull myself together and I have the strength to alter my reality and heal these wounds. Look, this is grounding even more now. I put garlic skins in here for healing, and cinnamon for abundance, sage for healing. Put quartz in there to magnify. These candles might be more purple than black, but purple's good. That's the crown chakra, that's creativity. And I am using my creativity quite a lot and my intuition. So that's how I'm personally going to, or that's how I am personally reaching my abundance and breaking through my limiting beliefs and shadow